Hey guys, so here is another episode that I am doing for the Cecil Chronicles. The Cecil Hotel Chronicles. You know, I would love to visit the Cecil Hotel. You know, they changed the name, right? It's now called Stay on Main. Regardless, it's always going to be the Cecil. I'm sorry to tell you that, but it's always going to be the Cecil. That place is so haunted, and this is why. There's so many deaths, unexplained, unaliving, schmurder, you name it. So today's episode is going to be about a man. His name is Percy Ormond Cook. He was 52 years old. So here I found a clipping. Let's read it. Marital strife held cause of unaliving attempt, leaving a note addressed to the press. Yeah, the press, in which he said he had spent 40,000 in the last 6 months in a vain attempt to buy happiness. Percy Ormond Cook, 52 years of age, shot himself last night in a room at the Hotel Cecil, 6th and Main Streets. He was taken to the receiving hospital where doctors said he has only a slight chance to recover. The note stated that Cook, who formerly was a well to do real estate dealer of Providence, RI, had been separated from his wife and his son for several months and had brooded over his loneliness until he decided that the only way out was to commit unaliving. The note said, in which he informed her of his intention, but he had been more than a week trying to work up his courage to the point of firing the shot. Money cannot buy happiness, Cook wrote in what he expected to be his farewell message. I have tried it, and I find that it cannot be done. I've lost my wife, my son, and my home, and I am doing the only thing left for me to do. He is said to have formerly owned the Willard Apartments in Hollywood and was believed to be very wealthy. His son, to whom he referred to in the note, is a student at Harvard, and his estranged wife lives in Providence. So, I understand this man. Absolutely. Can you imagine being rich? You're losing everything. Your wife leaves. Your son's taken away. You have nothing left. This is what happens to people. Grief, anger, the pain, all of it. It's, for some people, it's very, very hard to live with. Very. He was staying at the Cecil. Now, I do believe that place is absolutely haunted, perhaps even cursed. I don't know what kind of land it's on, but I think I should dig into it because there's just, it's evil. That whole hotel is evil. The fourth floor is apparently, according to stairs at this hotel, is the most haunted out of the hotel. I mean, there was not one but two serial unalivers that stayed there. One of them being Richard Ramirez. We'll get into that further on. This is his death certificate. Now, if you have amazing eyeballs like I don't, please feel free to read this and comment and tell me what the hell it says because I have no clue. I can barely read it. It's so old, but it says the California State Board of Health, and it's Bureau of Vital Statistics, and it's a standard certificate of death. And you do see his name, Percy Ormond Cook, full name. I can read that at least. There's the date. What is that? January 22nd, 1927. Wow, that was a long time ago. A lot of these deaths, nobody's even heard of. Yep. He was at the Roop Mortuary in Los Angeles, California. What else can we see? Name of the father, Ormond Cook. Birthplace, something Rhode Island. What else? Maiden name of the mother was Martha. Martha something. Yeah, I don't know. It's very hard to read. Sorry, guys. I'm trying. It's hard. I tried to even Google the lens, everything, and I just, yeah, it didn't work. It's strange though that at the very top and the bottom that the writing's different. See how it says County of Los Angeles, City of Los Angeles, and then it says at the very bottom the Providence RI, January 25th. Those are the only two legible sentences I can actually read. The rest is all in cursive. That's weird to me. It's almost like they went back and wrote it or something, or this has been replaced, or I'm not too sure. Here's another tiny clip that I found, and it said Percy Cook shot himself in the head while inside the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles after failing to reconcile with his wife and child. His death was ruled an unaliving. Here's something else I found. Now, stuff like this you can find on, oh no, I'm going to forget, findagrave.com. That's where I'm finding a lot of these things and certificates. It's a very interesting site. So, what it is, it's a site where if you find a grave like this one, or even a family grave, whatever you find, you can go onto the site and you can upload it. That way, there's a marker and people know who it is, who's there, and where you can find it. So he's 57. He was born, he passed away January 22nd, 1927, and he passed away in Los Angeles, California. His place of death was Los Angeles. He was born in 1869. Birthplace is Providence. His father's name was Ormond Cook. Father's sex was male. Mother's name was Martha Daniels Cook. Mother's sex was female. Spouse's name was Lulu Marion Burgess. Event type is unaliving. Percy Ormond Cook's parents and siblings. There was a Ormond Cook, which was the father. The Martha Daniels Cook was the mother. And Percy Ormond Cook's spouses and children was Lulu Marion Burgess. That was the spouse. Here's the gravestone. So like I said, if you go to find a grave, I love it because you can find all these old things, which are very, very hard to find. So I appreciate the people that put this information out there because it is hard to find. And when you find something like this, it's good to have a website where you can go to and actually see these people who have passed on, because there's a lot of deaths at the Cecil, and there's not a lot of them that are public, and they date back. I think Percy was the first one. I'm pretty sure because he passed away in 1927. Mm-hmm. So he is buried in the Swain Point Cemetery in Providence County, Rhode Island, USA. And it even tells you the plot, where it is, the memorial ID, all of it, his birth date, everything. Okay, this is what it's been shaped into right now. So here is a screenshot from the show on Netflix, and this is what it is now. Stay on Main. It's still a hotel, but it's been called Stay on Main, which I think is ludicrous and it's ridiculous because it will always be the Cecil Hotel. Just leave it be. People go there, flock there, swarm there for the supernatural, for all the schmurders and unalivings. And, people are obsessed with death. They're obsessed with ghosts and EVPs and phenomenon. I'm one of them. I'm one of those people that are absolutely obsessed with true crime and the afterlife. So this right here is my jam. I would love to stay there. Just not by myself. I definitely would need some backup. I would love to go with a crew though. And there's a couple crews around here that, I've seen want to go. I've kind of mentioned it, and I'm hoping to bug and get there. Anyhow, this here is a short clip, and this is from the Netflix series.
Throughout the years, the Cecil has become this exalted space.
Okay, so it's called, sorry, that went way too far back. I'm trying to get it to... So it's called Crime Scene, The Vanishing at the Cecil Hotel. So this is a series on Netflix. I do not have Netflix. I actually just use Prime. And they've got several channels on there. So I'm going to try and look for it. But if it's exclusively with Netflix, then you're going to have to try and look for it there. Or if you're smart and can find one of those sites that lets you watch pretty much everything for free, yes, try that. My go-to usually is Yes Movies. That's the only one that I've found that still kind of works. However, I've searched for this and I haven't found it, but this was a few months ago, so I'm going to try again because I really, really want to see this series. Also, there is a group that went to the Cecil Hotel, and they seem to me to be the most factual, legitimate type of group that ever went to the Cecil, because you get a lot of groups and they're on TV, and then you get the sounds, and then you get the oh my god, and you get and the music, and no, this group that went, forgive me, I forget the name. I absolutely enjoyed them, and I loved their I love their channel and I love what they did. There's a woman, I forgive me, I haven't watched this for a very long time, but I forget her name. However, she was probably the most factual in explaining Elisa Lamb's death. And made the most sense to me. And I agree with her because she was completely logical, did not have to bring in the supernatural or the true crime. She was fact based. So I'm going to link that video in my video so you guys can take a look. It's probably the best documentary I've seen on the Cecil Hotel by far. And it was awesome too because I actually got a comment back from her when I said something. It was pretty cool. I like that. It was nice. So you guys enjoy your day. And here is episode, I think, what is this? 3 or 4 now of the Cecil Hotel Chronicles. I'll be back because there's a lot more. There's a few more. You guys have a great day.